Hi, I'm Tom Zelenka. Now, I'm just a beginner in the kitchen. In every episode of Carolina Cooking, I meet a different chef from a famous restaurant in the Carolinas who'll teach me to cook their secret recipes in just 30 minutes or less. Really good.
Welcome to Carolina Cooking, shot on location at the Mansion on Forsyth Park and the 700 Kitchen Cooking School. Now, here's your host, Tom Zelenka.
Hi. Welcome to Carolina Cooking. I'm your host, Tom Zelenka. This is the show where we find the best chefs from the best restaurants all around North and South Carolina, and we bring them here to teach you and me how to make their incredible recipes. You and I, we get to learn together. We do it in 30 minutes or less, and today we are using something I've never made before in my entire life. We're using seaweed. We're making ourselves a nice salad. We're doing that with a Ahi Tuna, which is a yellowfin tuna. This is an incredible cut of tuna, so we're making this into a sesame Ahi Tuna that is going to be prepared with the help of Chef Keith Placco from Vinnie's Steakhouse and Tavern in Raleigh. Hi, how are you doing?
Doing good.
I appreciate you coming out and helping us out. Now, this tuna right here is a, what kind of grade of tuna is this?
It's a sashimi grade. This is actually a +1 grade
Okay.
sashimi tuna.
+1 grade, and I can find this at the grocery store?
Yes.
Okay. And so what kind of grade of seaweed is this?
This is actually just Thailand seaweed.
Ah, just Thailand seaweed. Okay, so what do we need to do to begin to make sesame Ahi tuna?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is dredge the tuna
Go ahead.
in these sesame seeds that we have over here.
I'll put the chopsticks aside. And there's our tuna. There is our sesame seeds. Is there any difference between the white and the black ones there?
That's just the coloration.
Okay, so what are we doing? We're just throwing these in here?
Yep.
All right.
Dredge them.
And this is something you make there at Vinnie's Steakhouse? Is
Yeah,
that
we
right?
have it as an appetizer, and we also serve it as an entree dish.
Oh, I gotcha. So we're making kind of the entree, I would imagine.
Exactly.
Here.
This.
Okay, is that enough
entree.
sesame seeds, or do you want more?
Yep. It's
All right.
fantastic.
And this, okay. And dredging that. Get on there, boys. Get in there. Is that enough sesame seeds?
Yep,
A little more?
bit more there.
All right.
Yep, good.
Okay. Now, how long have you been cooking?
I've been cooking in the restaurants for 12 years.
Okay.
But I've been cooking probably since I was 6. I was
6?
out of Lovewood.
Wow. And how long have you been at Vinnie's?
I've been with Vinnie's for 7 years.
Okay. Now, tuna dredged?
Yep.
All right. Or crusted in sesame seeds. There we go. All right. Do we need to do anything else with this, or are we going to wait?
This is good for right now.
Okay, so I'll set this aside. And what are we doing here?
Right now we're going to take this seaweed.
Seaweed? Big thing of seaweed? Okay.
I'm going to lay it out kind of flat on this board for you
Okay.
because we're going to slice it real thin.
Now, seaweed, is that comes from the sea, like the sea, the ocean? So is it kind of salty?
It is salty.
Okay.
And what you need to do, you can purchase this in the Asian markets,
Okay.
and they like to pack it with a lot of salt.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is leach this in water. Just let it soak probably overnight in water to kind of take a lot of that saltiness out of it.
Okay. So, ooh, can I use the big knife?
Sure.
Ooh, now that's a knife right there. All right.
So what we're just going to do is just put like really nice little cuts on it.
Really
just little
nice?
slivers.
Oh,
You might want to use this knife.
really? Should I slice this down to make something as thin as you got?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're just making little cuts. And what is this going to make?
This is going to make this seaweed salad.
Seaweed salad. What is this? I mean, I've never had a seaweed salad. What kind of flavors do you get in
We've
a
got
seaweed
rice
salad?
wine vinegar in there, a little sesame oil. It's just a nice little side dish to go with the tuna.
Okay. We're just making little, small, tiny
Yep, beautiful.
strips of seaweed. You know, you think God would just create strips of seaweed that were tiny, and then it would save us a lot of trouble here, huh?
Yep.
That's just my thought process. How much of this do we need? How much
About-
salad do we make?
we need
Enough for
about
the
a
whole
cup.
crew?
We
Family of 8?
We're making about 1 cup's worth.
Okay.
So.
Alrighty. So when you were 6, what was the first thing you ever made? Do you know? Do you remember? Was
Grilled
it
cheese
seaweed?
sandwich.
Oh.
Which I put a little seaweed on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Grandma had a little grilled cheese in the cabinet there, or grilled cheese. She had a little seaweed in the cabinet when you were.
No, I used to take some of the. We used to call it seaweed, but it was out of Lake Gaston up by Virginia, and it was just I guess a freshwater kelp or whatever, and we'd eat that for fun.
Really?
Yeah.
For fun or for bets?
For bets.
Okay, that's what I thought. Alrighty. All right, now this is this? Do we have to cook this in here, or is this okay?
No, this is okay to eat
sure?
just like this. We're just gonna spice it up. As you can see, it doesn't have much flavor, right?
No, not really.
It's real bland.
Yeah, it's
The
kinda
vinegar,
like,
the vinegar and stuff's gonna.
you get
help
the
it out.
smell of the ocean.
Yep.
You definitely get the smell of the ocean.
And like I
Okay.
said, initially when you buy it, it's very, very salty. So a lot of people actually
Don't like
they
it.
eat it like that.
Oh, okay. So what are we doing with this? Are we mixing this back
Yeah,
up?
we're gonna put this back in the bowl.
Okay. You enjoying fresh seaweed?
I am.
Does it take you back to your childhood? Those bets when you earned a
It
quarter
does that. Yep.
from eating seaweed out of the Lake Gaston, did you say it was? Alrighty. So this goes in. We have a spoon. What else do I have to put in here?
Right now you're gonna put a little rice wine vinegar in there.
Rice
Right
wine
here.
vinegar?
Here you go. That's sesame oil.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Okay. Does that go in there though?
Yes.
Okay. But first, you would put in rice wine
Exactly.
vinegar. Okay. All right. How much of this? All of this?
Tablespoon.
Tablespoon? One?
Yep.
Okay. And then you would
Tablespoon
put
of
in
sesame oil.
sesame oil. But it doesn't matter if you got it backwards, does it?
Right.
Okay. All right. And stir? Mm-hmm. And then what?
We'll add a little bit of seaweed, a little bit of sesame seeds.
Sesame seeds right here, the white ones.
Yep.
All right. So all of these are
About
just
a half a tablespoon.
half a tablespoon.
There you
Good? All righty. And then some cucumbers, some radishes.
A little salt.
Little salt. Okay. Well, we will get some salt. I don't see where it went. So we'll get some salt, and we'll add a little salt in there. And when we come back, we'll also be doing our tuna when Carolina Cooking continues. You'd think we'd have salt. No, it's okay. You think?
You can find the secret recipes of the best chefs in the Carolinas, all in one book, the Carolina Cooking Cookbook. Find the Carolina Cooking Cookbook in Amazon.com and our website, carolinacooking.tv.
Welcome back to Carolina Cooking. I'm here with Executive Chef Keith Placco from Vinnie Steakhouse and Tavern in Raleigh, North Carolina. Now you're a steakhouse.
Yes, sir.
And you make tuna.
Yes, we do seafood. We have a lot of Italian fare, but we are primarily known for our steaks.
Do you do the porterhouse?
Yeah, we have done porterhouses on special. We have bone-in cowboy steak,
Okay.
which is a huge steak. We do filet mignon.
Okay.
We have New York strips.
But right now, we're doing
Right now, we're
sesame,
doing tuna.
ahi, tuna, and what kind of sauce are we making for this?
Right now, we're gonna make a Asian sweet and sour sauce
Asian sweet and sour?
to
Okay.
dip the tuna in.
All right. Well, what all goes into an Asian sweet and sour sauce?
We have soy sauce,
Soy sauce, which would be up front here. And then
Pickled
these
ginger.
are pickled ginger.
a little bit of honey,
Honey, are you sure? I don't know. I always gotta check. No, that is honey. Yeah.
a little
good.
orange marmalade,
Orange marmalade. Hang on. I'm not sure. I got it. No. I'll trust you. And what's here in the back?
and red pepper.
Red pepper. Okay. So first in the food processor.
We're gonna add the pickled ginger.
Okay. Could I use a blender too?
You could.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. All right. So first, this would be. Oh, you said the pickled ginger
Yeah,
or the soy?
let's add the pickled ginger first, and then we'll
Okay.
slowly add the soy in there.
All right. So pickled ginger. Okay. Alrighty. Now second, am I going to start this grinding now?
I would go ahead and start
Oh,
now.
okay, gotcha. All right, lid on.
Now you can start to add the soy sauce.
Okay, up here, up top. Okay. Alrighty. It doesn't really look like it's doing much. Is that
Once
okay?
we get a little liquid in there, it
All
should
right.
help it out.
So how much of the soy sauce?
Let's start with about half of it.
Half the soy sauce.
There we go. She's getting in there.
Yeah, now it's blending. Now she blows. You can really smell the ginger. That's good. That's incredible. Is that good or more? I
Let's keep
stopped
going.
at half. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
I
keep
just wanted
going.
to make sure
Go.
we're gonna
Chug,
get the
chug,
blend on.
chug, chug, chug. That takes you back a little beyond the old eating seaweed incident, maybe to
Yes.
college. Yeah. Chug, chug, chug. Woohoo!
Beautiful.
Okay, and now what?
We're gonna add about half of this honey there too.
Half the honey?
Yep.
All right. Gotta feed the beast. There we go. No. Is that good?
Beautiful.
Let me just get this drip right here. It's good honey.
Excellent. We're gonna add all of that marmalade.
Is that
That's
is
about
that honey
6
you bought
tablespoons.
here, or did you?
That's clover honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. And how much of this orange marmalade?
All of that. That's about 6 tablespoons.
Okay. Bloop. Okay.
Beautiful.
I'll try to get the rest of it in here. This was about 6 tablespoons.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're gonna just throw a little dash of that red pepper in there.
That was orangey. A little dash, like a pinch.
Yep.
I can do a pinch.
You can't do a dash.
I can't do a dash, but I can do a pinch. Alrighty.
Can you do a dab?
I Damn, I don't know. I'd have to get back to you. I'll try it out first. Okay? And so,
Excellent.
put that in there?
Yeah, we can let it go for a second and then let it stop.
All right.
This is better served chilled.
Oh, yeah? Okay. We calling it done now?
Yep.
Do we need to taste it?
Yes, we
You're
do.
done now. Stick fingers in there.
As you can see, probably needs just a little bit more honey.
A little more, yep, I can
go
see
with
that.
all that.
I can see that. There's a little salt in there. That could be because I got a little ambitious with my soy sauce. Oh, man, what
Beautiful.
the world could do with a few spoons.
Yep.
I guess
Excellent.
I don't know where I get all the calories from when I do these shows. I don't know where it's all coming from, to tell you the truth. Okay, finger looking good. Now, you want to try it?
Yep.
All right, put a little more honey in there. Calling it good?
That's a zing. Yep.
Okay, all right. And so we'll take this out, and what do we do now?
Now we are going to prepare our tuna.
Oh, okay. So this is sushi grade tuna, right?
Yes, sir.
We have our pan over here. It's been on the eye, getting a little warm for us, because you want a hot pan?
I do want a hot pan.
Okay, and
All we're trying to do is just sear the tuna
okay.
on both sides.
I'm supposing you wanted the oil?
Yep.
That would explain the big bottle of oil sitting here. Okay. Is that
We're just
good?
gonna let
More?
that. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay. Oh, and you can see it's already beaten up and smoking.
this
I would
might
say that's a
catch.
hot pan.
Yeah.
Okay. It might
So I'm just
catch.
gonna
Do I
move-
need to get the fire extinguisher?
No, I think we're gonna
All
be
right.
good.
First aid kit?
Yeah, I think we're
Okay.
good.
Alrighty.
The pan was just a little bit hotter than anticipated.
All right.
All
So
right, go ahead and put one of those pieces
one of the pieces?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
pan.
In the pan.
Yep.
And here I've learned an important safety tip. Let it go away from you. Okay?
Now we can bring it
So
back
that's the one we're going to use right there? Alrighty. And the other guy we're just going to set aside, right?
for right now.
Okay, we'll cook it up for the crew. The crew gets really hungry and they get
Excellent.
angry too if we don't cook them a piece. So this just simply sits on the one side. It's gonna go ahead and
We're gonna let it sear a little bit on one side
and then we flip it over.
Yep.
So what do we need to do next?
Right
While
now we need to
in
make
the meantime,
make some wasabi.
some wasabi. This would be wasabi right here?
Yep.
Okay. And I always thought it was that green paste.
It is, and,
Oh.
but
so
it
this
starts
is-
as a powder.
This is raw wasabi?
Yep.
Not very bad.
Does it have any heat on it yet?
Nope. Nope. Not yet. Nope. Nope. Not yet.
Okay, well-
Nope. Whoa. Wait. No, we're still good.
All right. We're
Okay.
just gonna add a little bit of water to it.
Alrighty.
Go ahead and mix that up.
Mix this. This would make that paste.
Yes.
Okay. So we're just making some wasabi space. Now, are there different grades of wasabi? Is there like hot to mild? Is there blow the
Wasabi-
roof off your head wasabi? And
There are different forms of wasabi, but it's best made fresh. So
Okay.
the fresher it is the hotter it's
can
going
you
to be.
control the heat at all?
You can by the ratio of water to powder.
Ah, I gotcha. So what would this be?
This would be mild because actually I think I put a little too much water.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I don't know exactly what you call mild. But we'll go with that being mild right there. Okay. So is our fish ready to flip over?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, we'll grab a tong here. All right. And we'll
Put
flip
them
it
back
over
on the
here.
fire.
Hang on one second. Ah, yeah, that's definitely mild. I mean, you know me, I could take the hot stuff myself. Oh yeah, but this mild stuff, this wimpy stuff right here. Whew, I mean, that's good for the kids, but you know, for you and I, we should probably get something that's a little hotter. So this is flipped over. We're gonna sear the other side, and when we come back, I'm gonna talk to Aris Ragazeas and find out which wine he has paired with our sesame ahi tuna when Carolina cooking continues.
Need a fire extinguisher?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Whew. Yeah, it has a little kick to it. Yeah, I'd hate to see what.
You can find the secret recipes of the best chefs in the Carolinas, all in one book, the Carolina Cooking Cookbook. Find the Carolina Cooking Cookbook in Amazon.com and our website, carolinacooking.tv.
Hi, welcome back to Carolina Cooking. I'm here in the wine cellar of the mansion on Forsyth Park with our wine expert, Eris Ragazeas.
I like the way you say
A good build-up for you. Now, we're doing tuna. We're doing it with a little sweet and sour sauce. We have a seaweed salad that we're also doing. But the tuna, does tuna indicate strictly a white wine because it's fish, or red wine because it's got red? I don't know.
Tuna by itself could probably go either way.
Oh, okay.
I would, if I was doing a red, I could do something like a Pinot Noir, which would be great with the tuna.
Which is the red wine that's made like a white wine, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
in a way, it has low tannins, high acidity. It would go great. Not too much red fruit flavors, but with the sweet and sour, I always go to a German wine.
Okay.
German wines also are a little sweet and sour.
Okay.
They have very high acidity, but they have a balancing residual sugar to it, and they have intense fruit flavors.
Okay.
So you get the intensity to match up with the tuna, and what I picked out was a Dr. Fischer Achfener Bachstein Riesling Cabernet.
You can say that again.
I'm going to give you a test at the
All
end of the
right.
show.
Dr. Fischer.
Dr. Fischer. Now, this is from the Saar. It's a tributary of the Mosel, and although it says on the label Mosel Saar Ruwer, this particular vineyard in the town of Oxford is making a very, very delicious wine filled with ripe fruit flavors, but again with that crisp acidity and that little tinge of residual sugar.
Ooh, wow.
That's
What's
got a
the
little
town's name again?
fizziness to it. The town's name is Oxford, and
Bless you.
the vineyard's name the vineyard name is Bachstein.
Okay, all
So
right.
therefore, Achfener Bachstein, Riesling is the grape, and Cabernet is the level of sweetness
I gotcha.
in the grape must before it's made into wine.
Asparagus. I'm smelling asparagus. Is
There's
that right?
a lot of things
Is that
going
close?
on there. Did you notice that little bit of carbonation in there when we first poured it? The Germans oftentimes put a little bit of that in there to give it a little extra crispness. They call it spritzig.
Oh, okay.
Just a little hint of carbonation.
Well, I definitely get the sweetness in there. It's a kind of a mellow sweetness, too. It's
Yeah.
not pungently sweet, and I think it'll go great with our sweet and sour sauce, and I can only imagine how well it will go with our tuna. In fact, I got to get back. I got to plate it up as nice as that and make it look as pretty as you see it on the plate when Carolina Cooking continues. Have anything for the wasabi?
You can find the secret recipes of the best chefs in the Carolinas, all in one book, the Carolina Cooking Cookbook. Find the Carolina Cooking Cookbook in Amazon.com and our website, carolinacooking.tv.
Hi, welcome back to Carolina Cooking. Just making myself some chopsticks so that I can use them. And we are finished up our sesame ahi tuna, right,
we
Keith?
have.
And it looks good. It's all nice and perfectly browned. And what do we need to do with it now?
Right now, we're just going to slice it real thin.
Okay. And then we're adding our sesame, or not sesame, our seaweed salad. And,
The rest of our little fixins here.
okay. I think those will work. So what do I need to do to slice this?
Take you a nice.
Look at that. That's just
Carving
fun
knife.
right there. This is a carving knife?
Yep, this is what we've found to be the most easiest knife
Okay.
to do this dish.
And then how am I cutting with the grain here? You can
Yeah.
see there's a grain, or am I cutting against the
You
grain?
can cut with it, right?
With the grain? Okay.
It'll probably hold together better for
All right.
you.
So just like this, and it'll hold together.
Should.
All right. So that's a slice.
Excellent.
Is there an easier way to do this? This always falls apart on me anytime I try to cut a fish. See?
You're
See?
doing
That chunk's
fairly
already
well.
come apart. Is there an easier system?
There really isn't.
Okay. So just we're making slices. Oh, it just looks incredible. I'm ready to eat it
Beautiful.
now. Do we really have to put it on the plate?
They're doing great.
Okay.
You're always going to have a little bit of it that doesn't want to cooperate with you, but
Okay. This is a rejected piece, and this one's no good either. So what am I doing with this?
right now
Is
we're
this
gonna,
going on the plate now? Okay. How do I do that?
Right now you can just. Normally, what I do is I just slide the whole knife under there
Slide the whole knife.
and try to balance that real quick. There.
Balance.
And we'll go right in the center of the plate. There you go. Beautiful.
Right in the center.
Yep. Nicely done.
Thank you. Oh God, another rejected piece. Okay.
I'm just gonna dress it up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Kind of
so
lean
we
it
can
on
see
its
the-
angle.
I
Yep.
gotcha. I gotcha. What else goes with this?
Beautiful. We have our Asian sweet and sour sauce.
Okay.
We're gonna pour that in
What
there.
are we doing with this?
We're gonna pour that in there.
Pour this in here.
Dipping.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Where am I putting this up front?
Yep.
Okay. And also putting some
Pickled
I can
ginger.
see on your plate there, some pickled ginger. Okay. Is that enough?
That should be.
That's good stuff. Some wasabi.
Wasabi.
Just a little bit. Ginger is a little strong too. Did you notice that? All right. I don't want to do that. Okay.
Beautiful.
Alrighty.
Then we're gonna put our seaweed salad in this
Seaweed
little
salad
container here.
in a little container.
Yep.
Perfect. Alrighty.
Beautiful.
There we go.
We'll
And
put
now
one little lemon wedge on.
one little lemon wedge. There we go. That's just one big lemon wedge.
There you go.
And so now it's ready to taste, right? Let me get you a glass of our Riesling here. And you're welcome to give this a taste. You're welcome to get out your own chopsticks too. You able to use
Fantastic.
chopsticks yourself?
Yes, I am.
Alrighty. So you'll get out your own. We'll give it a little taste here. Oh, I've already tasted actually. That's incredible. That's really good job, Keith.
Thank
To
you
find
so
out
much.
more about our wine, our recipe, to find out more about Keith or the restaurant Vinnie's Steakhouse, visit www.carolinacooking.tv. I'm Tom Zelenka, and that's Carolina Cooking. Good job.
Go to carolinacooking.tv for the recipes featured on this show. Plus, on carolinacooking.tv, you'll find more information on the wine, chefs, and foods of Carolina Cooking. That's carolinacooking.tv.
Carolina Cooking is filmed on location in 700 Kitchen Cooking School at the Mansion on Forsyth Park Hotel in Savannah, Georgia. For details on their hands-on cooking classes, call 888-711-5114 to book a class.